Okay, glassing with the BTX. It's on the 95 objective. That puts it at 35 power. It's an awesome viewing experience. Really good for looking at animals kind of in that 1 to 5 mile range. I've spotted bucks up to 9 miles before if in the right conditions. Probably the biggest disadvantage with the BTX is its weight and its bulk. It's heavy. And so if it only goes to 35 power and you need a better look, you're forced to carry a spotting scope too. And I get asked, and I've wondered myself, if it's even worth carrying a spotter or if I should just suffer through the 35 power limit. But Swarovski makes the ME extender. It's like a photo doubler, but they call it an extender because it just goes to 1.7 times the 35. So it comes out to roughly 60 power, and it'll work in a pinch. It allows me to leave my spotter home if I want to take the BTX in the backcountry. Now, if I'm around the truck, it's not that big of a deal to carry the spotter. My spotter's the 25 to 50 by 80 Swaro, and but if I want to leave that home, I'll show you what this will do right here. And there's a 30-inch buck over there. I spotted him this morning with the BTX on 35, and then I shot some video with the 1.7, which puts it, like I said, roughly 60 power, and then I shot some video with my 25 to 50 spotter at 50 power, and very comparable, the 50 power to the 60 power here. Really no loss of resolution. You can view the buck just fine. The only real disadvantage is there's no zoom on the ME or on the BTX, and so when I put my spotter on the buck, it's easier to find him because I can go down to 25 power, have that really wide field of view. And then when I go to 50, I can just keep him right in the center and I don't lose him. Where on here, it takes a little more practice to be able to do that. The BTX comes with an aiming point, but Ryan Avery broke it off. It sticks out there quite a ways though. I'm sure I'd have broke it off too. But I have found without the zoom, it's a little harder to go from the 35 power to the 60 power. You just have to really take some marks on the hill, rocks, bushes, trees, things like that. Make sure you can get right back to that point, and then be even more conscious about locking your tripod head down. That's the Outdoorsman Mini, proof right there that'll run the BTX. Crank it all down so you can stay roughly the same place on the hill. Get your animal in the center of your view, and then you take your extender, and this just comes off right here. It's a little cumbersome. You got to be careful not to drop it. You find your marks. Right. There we go. And then you come up to here. There we go. Okay, so I'm, like I said, roughly 60 power now, and as long as you can get used to refining your animal, this can work in place of a spotter, and that weighs a heck of a lot lighter than a spotter. You know, most good spotters are in that 40-50 ounce range. It's compact. You just got to treat it well. You know, I dropped the cover, so you got to, you know, you're exposing your inner glass, so you got to keep it clean, but it does work in place of a spotter. Just takes a little more practice. So I'll show you some video of that buck. I took some video at the 32 power that I spotted him at, and then I jumped up to the roughly 60 power with the extender, and then I compared that image to the 25 to 50 spotter, and it was very comparable. Actually, the buck's a little bigger because that's a little more power on here. So it'll definitely work. Take a look at the video.